Afternoon, Facebook. This is Debby Enoe from Teacher Success Coach with another day of the Female Educators Roundtable. And today we'll be talking about various challenges that educators experiences while teaching on this new normal setup. Today I have my guest is Lyra, who is going to introduce herself to us and tell us, what country she's in, where she's teaching, and the group of students she's teaching. Over to you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Lyra. I'm from the Philippines. I am teaching here in Saudi Arabia for 4 years. I'm teaching primary grade, and presently I am teaching kindergarten, 5-year-olds.
Okay. Okay, so with actually teaching this group, there must be lots and lots of challenges. Not only challenges in terms of the online platform, also challenges with the fact that they're a younger group of students. Can you tell us some of the challenges that you are experiencing in relationship to the students, in relation to technology? How was it? What were the challenges you experienced, etc., etc.?
Okay. So the first challenge that I was facing was technical issues, like poor Wi-Fi connections, and my student have no laptop at homes. So it was a real big issue at the first lesson that we have. But we're able to come up with some more challenges, like when you join the lessons, there will be all noisy like this. So we can't learn anything if everyone is noisy. Okay, and another one was when we have these questions, the parents are answering for the children. You know that? So when they are typing, chatting with you, all the answers seem so fast. I get too fast. I don't. So I think it's a little bit in this kind of Zoom technology that we are using. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so how do you overcome the challenge of the parents actually answering for the children? What do you do to overcome that? Because it must be a real challenge.
Yes. So what I did, parents not to give answers on the chat room. So what I did, I asked them to let their students or their children listen to me first, and I will ask them one by one. If I say, example, I will say, Anna, you can answer this, and Anna will answer it for me in the chat. So I have to do it individually. So after I make sure that all the children ask question of the 26 children, I have to ask each one of them the questions so that I know they are the one who is answering. So what I did, so when I ask a question, I open I unmute them so I can what he's answering or she's answering. So that's it. So I did this like this because if I say just answer me in the chat, everyone will answer so fast, and I know that it's not the children who are answering; it's the parents.
Okay.
So it's better to give them individually. Do it individually.
Okay. But that is also tiring when you also have to be asking, muting and unmuting, muting and unmuting in terms of.
Yes, very tiring. Very tiring. So, and I said that, and another one I did was like, give me, raise your hand like this. Or there's in the chart we have to do raise your hand. So meaning you know the answer like this. So sometimes I say that I will put on the videos for everyone, and I will check if you do like this means you understand. I do. So like this, they are all. So I'll just check. Okay, very good, very good. I'll just say the name of the children who is having the correct answer. Do like this, like this, like this. It's so hard. But first, we have 30 minutes only for each class. So I asked the administration if they could give me an hour because it's so hard to engage with the children with 30 minutes. I have to explain to them And then we have to engage, because there will be no learning if we just listen. Like only me who's talking. I want them to talk also to me. So I have to do the connection. So then the administration agreed about it. So we have more time so I can do it. So at first it's difficult for 30 minutes, but if they give me an hour, then it was better. It's hard, but at least I can manage by 1 hour.
Okay. Okay. So every day you teach the children for 1 hour.
1 hour for each one, for each subject.
Okay. Okay. And how many subjects do you teach?
I teach the 4 of them. 4. So what we do is like one subject a day.
Okay.
So we give one subject a day, one objective, one subject. So 1 hour. Today, English, tomorrow maths, then science, then computer. Then the last day will be the formative test. We give them all the worksheets and all these things that we know if they are understanding everything or the lessons that we gave for the week.
Okay. Okay. How do you find it in terms of you only teaching them for 1 hour a day, when you would normally teach them how many hours per day if it was not under this condition?
We have 45 minutes for each subject in a day.
Okay.
In a subject, because 45 minutes I allot it for teaching and engaging. The 15 minutes will be asking questions. If they understand or not, they can chat me. I don't understand these things. I don't understand like this, like that, and I will like revise it to them again. Like I'll do the generalization in the 15 minutes and then practice them. So 15 minutes for generalization and application of the lesson. So I did it like this because we are preparing beforehand. I prepare the lesson in video. I do videos for the lesson. So when I came, I will just make them see this. Make them see this, and then I will ask them question and then give examples, concrete example, exercises, so they can understand it well. So if we finish before 5 minutes, it's good. Then I will go to the application and generalization. So that's how it goes with the lesson. So if the lesson is easy, then we can finish for 1 hour. But if it's maths, so I have to consume the whole hour for mathematics because it's harder for them to discuss it. It's better if you have it in the classroom setting, but online it's difficult.
Okay.
So I have to carry things like flashcards and all this stuff. I have to bring it and do like this. So show them all these things. And sometimes I use the smart board. Okay. Giving them presentation in PowerPoint in the smart board, engaging and writing the answers on the board like this. Because if we will just do like video like what we are doing now, it's difficult. So I have to do it in the smart board, and they will see what I'm doing, explaining it on the board.
Right. So do you use the smart board online? Are you using the smart board while you are teaching them online?
Yes, we do. We can use it. So by using the phone, I put the video on the smart board with me talking on the smart board. We did it like this. Because for the first week, we did only PPTs. So we have to share it on the screen, right? So it's difficult because we have to annotate and write it on the screen. So it's like difficult for the little children. So I asked if we can do the smart board, and then yes, we can do it. So we did it. So it's far more better than sharing it on the screen, because in the smart board you can flip all the things that you want to show them. So it's easier for them and understand it better. So that's the best thing that we did.
Okay. So in terms of innovation, you're actually combining what you use in the classroom with online, because in the classroom we use the smart board, but I've not used it online. So I'm not too sure some of the challenges. So what were the challenges you
Yes.
actually experienced using the smart board online? What was your first challenge?
First thing was that they cannot see because of the light.
Okay.
So what I did, I closed some lights in the front so they can see the smart board well. Only this one. Teacher, we can see it. It's too bright. They say like this. So I turn off some of the lights in the front so they can see it well. So I had this to discuss it to them in front.
Okay,
So
okay,
it's better.
okay. Wow.
Innovation.
Exactly, isn't it? You basically had to be innovative because, especially with the younger children, you're teaching. So the thing is, how many children do you teach? How big is your class?
So in the class I teach 26, but in the Zoom I teach three classes.
Okay.
Three classes. So it's more or less we have 3 times 25. I have 82. When they join all 82, perfect attendance.
Every
So
day you
just
have
imagine,
82.
yes, if I turn them, unmute them all, we are so noisy. So when I start discussing, I mute them, everyone. So they will only hear me. Because if you open their mics, oh my God, oh, it's so noisy. So when I say we're going to start now, I'm going to mute them all. So it's only me speaking. That's it.
Okay.
So I really want to try also the group. We have it in Zoom that you will have to make groups in the class. But for younger children, we can't do it. It's difficult because they cannot talk by themselves. They have their parents who will answer for them. So maybe for higher levels, we can do it, the groupings. So all I can do now is like individual. For young children, it's difficult to do the groupings online. But in the class, it's easier because you can see to them what they're doing. You can manage everything. But in the online class, it's difficult. I guess I haven't tried the groupings in the
Yeah.
online class.
Well, something you've actually said, which is interesting, in the fact is, even you don't even have grouping now, and you have the parents answering. Could you imagine when you put them in the group? Because
Yes.
it's only one of you, so they need extra supervision if you put them in the group, and the parents going to be there anyway, so it's going to be a waste of
Yes.
time.
So the parents are with them when I'm teaching because there are other children there. Their siblings are there also. So the parents must sit with them, because
Why?
they will not listen. They will not listen. So example, the student is sitting with her mom because some of the siblings will come and disrupt them. So they have like or put the other siblings in the rooms. So it's hard also. So what I do, 15 minutes before the online, I will have to open and tell them, prepare yourself, sit in your room or only one in the room so that there will be no disruption. So that's what I 15 minutes before I open it. Then I'll give them instruction, get ready, bring your food or your water. I don't want you to go when I'm teaching. I have to go there and there because you can see it in videos that they are doing there. It's okay. You can drink while listening the trainings like this. So we
Okay.
have rules before you start the online classes for little children.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So do you think
Hello.
that it is
Yes.
effective having the parents to sit there while you're teaching the children?
Um, for the first weeks, they are sitting with them. Then I ask them to please don't do anything. I mean, just sit there and do nothing and just listen. Don't coach your children to answer like this and like that. Because I know the children, I know who can't do it or can't do it. So I will know if you answer it, if you are the one answering it like
Mm,
this.
mm, mm.
So the parents also agreed. So we asked also my superior to put rules after the first day of the online. I said put rules for online. that do's and don'ts. So my boss put them on. We have WhatsApp groups for each class. So she put their do's and don'ts for online teaching, for online lessons. So after that, it was better because they are not sitting there anymore.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So in terms of some of the challenges that, because some of the challenges you would, another question I want to ask you as well. When
Mhm.
the parents are not teaching with the children, are the children okay to just sit and listen to you? Are they okay? Would they just sit and listen to you?
Yes, yes, they did. So when I go to my class, I make sure that my voice is enthusiastic. Like you don't like to say our lesson today like this. No, you have to be enthusiastic. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you have to make your tone of your voice different. Like oh, yeah, good, like this.
Mm,
Because if you will say like monotonous voice, they will like be sleepy in
mm,
your
mm,
class.
mm,
So
mm,
I have to do my voice differently. Like sometimes I'm like shouting, I'm like laughing, so I can catch their attention because sometimes they're sleepy also, like
mm.
sleepy. Oh, you're sleepy, and then they will do like this, and then, oh, are you sleepy? Let's sing first. I'll do like this. So we have to sing first. Okay, everybody stand up and sing with me, and then they do it with me. Then after that, then we go again. So I have to see the videos because you can see it on the side. I put it on the sides. So everyone who is not listening to me, I will right away take the attention, like timely manner. So when she's sleepy, I'll like say, "Oh, Debbie, you're sleepy," or like this. So I will have to call her so that she will not be sleepy anymore. So I have to put something. You should be very keen in every individual that you are in the lessons.
Mm, mm, mm.
So, but in my class, I only experienced once that she was very sleepy, and then I asked, "Why are you sleepy?" As she was not feeling well. So, oh, okay, okay, I understand. So I make sure that we have a lively and happy class so that everyone will be engaged and learn something. It's like I'm telling my parents that I want them to be like playing while learning.
Mm,
So because if they don't enjoy the class, they will not attend anymore.
mm, mm,
So like
mm,
this. So in my class, they were like, "Teacher, can you please come again? Can we
mm.
have more time for lessons?" They're enjoying it. "Teacher, you'll be
Right.
teaching again tomorrow? Is it tomorrow?" They would ask because we have turns in the teaching. So we have six classes. The other teacher will take the six classes, and I'm having the other. I'm having three, and she's having three.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
Like
mhm.
this. Some of the teachers they will do the lesson plan or the online presentation PPTs, PowerPoints. Some will make the worksheets. So we have, you know, we divided the task. So we are only the ones teaching online. Some will be making worksheets, lesson plans, PowerPoints, and also making the tests and all of this. But all of us will check all the homework each
Okay.
class. If you're your isolated class, you will be the one to check their homeworks and all the worksheets that they're going to submit in WhatsApp groups.
Okay, okay, okay. Another thing I was going to ask you in terms of how many students do you have attending all your classes? You've got 26 students. What is your attendance like online?
I have three classes. I have 82 classes online, 80 students in my class in the online. So usually they will my highest rate of attendance was like 59
Okay,
out of 82. Okay.
okay,
So
okay.
59 is the was the maximum one. So 82 and 59. So some of them are like having vacation already. Some of them don't want to attend, or maybe they are still sleeping because during the first week we have lessons at 8 o'clock. So they are not sleeping because it's vacation. They sleep late. So we changed the time to 12 o'clock. And the last time we have 1 o'clock already, because some of the students, their siblings are using also the same Zoom, and they only have one computer in their home. So we have to arrange like level one this hour, level two, level three, level four. So we did like this because that's the problem also. They don't have many computers in their homes.
Mhm,
So we
mhm.
have to arrange the schedule of the online classes for each one of them. So there
Okay.
will be no conflict,
Okay.
conflict in the timings.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Okay. How did you overcome some of the challenges you've had? So, for example, you said that one of your first lesson, it was technical problem. Was that the only lesson that you had technical problem
Yes.
with?
The first lesson that I have was we have technical problems because I'm using the Wi-Fi in the school. So I was in the school using the Wi-Fi, and then it was not so good. So I said, I called the technician. I said, I have to make it in the wire, like the wire inside my laptop, because the Wi-Fi is not so strong, and we are all having online classes now, and so it's difficult. So that's what we did. So he fixed it with my laptop with the line, not with the Wi-Fi anymore, because it's not so stable. And when we fix it, the problem now again is that my headset was broken. So they changed it. So at that first session, I told my boss that it was a failure. So we need to do it again the next day. I said, give me more time the next day. I will have to do English and then maths. And then she agreed. Okay, okay. Because I did not do anything, because all the technical issues, I have no Wi-Fi. How can I teach them? I have no Wi-Fi, and then they cannot hear me because my headset is broken. So the next day, they give me a new one. So it
Mhm.
was good. Hmm.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay. The other thing about it, so are you going into the school and teach?
Yes, because I am a school visa teacher. I'm living in the school premises. I'm
Okay.
living in the school premises, so it's like in the one compound. So I'm just there.
Okay.
Mm.
So therefore it's easier for you to go into the classroom and teach. So you've been
Yes,
teaching from your right. So which means that you
because
use
I also need the smart board. I don't have it in my home, so I
exactly.
have
That's
to
what I
go
was
to the
gonna
class.
say to you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Uh-huh.
how you have the access to the smart board in the
Hmm.
classroom. Okay.
Yes.
So how do you find the teaching online from your classroom instead of teaching in your classroom itself? How do you find that?
There are good and bad points.
Uh-huh.
So when you're teaching online, you don't have to experience the disruptive behavior of the students. So classroom management is lessened, and there are no rowdy students in the class, because in the online they are in the rooms, right? So you can just manage them, muting them all. Then everything's fine like this. So also, I think we can in online we cannot do enhancement of the learning, because there are disruptions in the home also. It's better to do it in the class setting when you want to deliver or make the lessons more effective. So that's what I see, the disadvantages of online and classroom setting learning.
Right. Is there anything that you enjoy
Mhm.
about teaching online? Is there anything you enjoy teaching online?
I enjoy teaching online because I don't hear them. There's no teacher, I want to go to the toilet. You're not bothered by these little things. Like, oh, I'm alone. You have freedom inside the class. This is what I enjoy most. And another thing is like, I don't have piles of notebooks on my table to check. I don't see them in online. So you have to check it online also. So that's you have less corrections, like do the corrections for all of them or all the subjects. When you see your table, oh my God, the books are piling up to check. So I feel better when I don't see them in my table. And I also enjoy the quiet silence of in the class. But I miss them also. I want them in the class. I miss the giggles, the laughters, you know. So I miss the hugs and kisses of the little boys and girls in my class. That's it.
Right, right. So how do you assess? How do you assess them? How do you assess them online? Can you hear me?
Backing online. Yes, I can hear you. We give them worksheets and assignments.
Okay.
So we have these WhatsApp groups. After I give them the worksheets, I give them online. They will submit it back to me in the WhatsApp groups. So when they submit it to me, I will check it and put it there again. Give the verbal or written feedback for them. So I have to be very positive, to be very descriptive in their feedback for them. So in checking also when we have this test, the testing that we have to give it to me also in the WhatsApp groups. So I have to check my WhatsApp group after I do my lesson online because some of them, even if I did not finish my lessons, they already submitting all the worksheets and assignments that we have to do for that day ahead of time.
Okay, okay. So you have a WhatsApp group of the children.
Yes, we do.
Right.
We have WhatsApp group for each class. So I will put there, this is your homework for the day. Okay, and then the worksheet, I will send them. We have also emails for them. We'll send the worksheets in their emails. We have this. So the admin will do it for us. So in the home, they will print it in the home. Then they will take picture of it and send it. And sometimes I do like in English, I do like homework for like telling about or describing yourself or your family. Say something about your family. So they have to take video and send it to me on the WhatsApp group. It's like introducing yourself, things like this, or what can you say about your mom in English subjects. So they have to give it to me in videos.
Okay, okay. In terms of the WhatsApp group, so the parents are the one who actually access the WhatsApp group so the children could get their homework, right?
Yes, yes. Okay. So that's why I want them to write. We want them to print it, and then the children have to write their or worksheets in the paper. Then they will take picture of it and send it to me. Because we know the handwriting of our children. So we will know if their parents are the one writing on it. It's best. So I can see that this is this boy's handwriting. I know this one is for her like this and like that. So there will be no cheating. So we have to do things this way, even though it's a little bit difficult, but we have to.
Yeah. The other thing is in terms of the fact that the children access the WhatsApp group from the parents. How proactive are the parents in terms of making sure that the children do all their homework?
They are like having competition. They like to answer first. Because in my WhatsApp group, what I do, I give awards for the first 5 to submit the homework. So I have to check and I put them the first 5 to submit maths worksheet. So all the parents will have to say, right. Because I want you to win number 1. So they ask the children to write the homework right away. As we send it, they are answering it right away. So they're like, at first I want to go second, or they want their names to be on the WhatsApp group. I give them like stars and medals in the WhatsApp group. So because I cannot do the stamping now, All I have to do is like post something of pictures of their names and their pictures that you have the first one, the second, the third, and until the fifth one. And then the last lessons for the last final exams, we put the best students of the month or something, best student of the week. So perfect attendance. So you have to give this so that they will come again in the next week's lesson. So I have to do most punctual students online. When I open, they're already there. I have to write the names of those who are already there on time. So
Okay.
that's why they are also like they are like to participate and cooperate in the class online.
Yes, because you're actually giving them reward for actually attending.
Yes,
You're rewarding
yes,
them for actually doing the work. So
yes.
especially at this age, 5-year-old, this is something they're eager to come and do, isn't it?
Hmm. Yes. And some of them want your attention, like they like to answer in their colored pencils. Writing instead of pencil, they have colored pencils. So their work will be colorful. So I have to make feedback like, oh, colorful work, good job, like this. So every little single thing that they do, I must, encourage them, give positive comments about it. I have one student who writes some of the numbers in reverse way, and then when he wrote it now, it was like in the correct way. So I have to give him good job. You did it all correct, because most of the time he will write 4 or 3 in the other way around.
Mm.
So sometimes this is the difficult thing here in Saudi Arabia, because they are used to write from right to left.
Mm, 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 mm.
So the writing in Arabic is from right to left, not from left to right. So that's why
Okay.
the numbers they will write it reverse way, going there, and the 4 is like the other way around, the 3 is the other way around. So you
Okay.
have to every time you have to be keen who is writing these things correctly. So I have few students that writes numbers in the reverse way. So when I notice it's in the correct way, then I have to give the feedback right away. So you have to be very keen, observant of all the things that we submit, and you have
Mm.
to do it all correctly. I also so you have
Mm.
not to miss anything at all. That's it. And
Yeah.
I'm happy because all of them are submitting their homeworks. Sometimes
Very
they are
good.
not attending the lessons online, but they are giving me homeworks and worksheets.
Wow.
So I said, okay, I consider this. But
Right.
sometimes I would say, I would like you to come to my class. I put it in the WhatsApp group. Please come to my class because I missed you so much. I want to see your face. I do like this.
Okay. Okay. And do you have them coming?
Yes, yes, I have in my class because I have three classes in my online class. All of my students in my own class, they are all there every day. Perfect attendance in my class.
Wow. That's
Mhm.
fantastic, especially with such
Yes.
young age as well. So what happens if they want to go to the bathroom? What do they say to you?
When they go to the bathroom, we will just do like this. Then I will just say, because in my class, in a classroom setting, if they want to go to the bathroom, they will just raise their hand and point the door. I know they're going to the bathroom. If they raise their hand and do like this, so they want to drink water. So I know. So they will do like this, and I will just say, I will
Okay.
let. I don't need to say go. I will just say, and they know already.
Wow. So which means in terms of communication, you have a fantastic relationship going with the children because
Yes.
you don't have to say much to them when they say they want to go to toilet because you already have the dialogue going
Mm,
in the classroom.
yes. In the first day of the school, I give them my rules. So this is one of the rules, like raising your hand, point the door, you're going to the washroom. Raise your hand and you want to drink water, then go. I will just do like this. But when they are feeling well, I tell them to come to me right away. Like you have headache or stomach ache, you have to come to me right away and tell me. Because sometimes we cannot see if they're not feeling well. So when they don't feel good, they will just have to come to teacher. I have pain here like this, so I have to send her right away to the clinic.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. So do you have many of the children getting up and going to the toilet while you're teaching them online?
No, no, because before 15 minutes before, I'm telling them go to the toilet or drink your water, drink your milk, and eat now. And you must not go to the toilet when I'm already starting. So they will all go before I start. That's why I let them go
Okay.
first before we start.
Right, right. And that is online, right? This is what you do with them
Yes,
online.
yes, online.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Do you have
Yes.
meeting with the parents?
Yes, we have meetings with the parents as well. So they
Okay.
will like sometimes I don't open the WhatsApp every day. They will have to I have the WhatsApp group for my principal. So they will do the comments there. So far in my class they don't have any at all. Thanks God.
Okay, okay,
Hmm.
okay. Right. That's fantastic. What I really like is when the children want to go to the bathroom or they want water that, and you just
In
tell
break
them to
time.
go. And when you
I
tell
will
them
do
to
like
go, do they
I'll
act? Okay, you just
yes,
do signal.
yes,
Okay.
signal.
And when you
Like now
act,
I want to go to the washroom right now. Can I go? Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, thank you.
okay, oh, okay. My educator have just left us for a little while. I would just continue to talk. The interesting thing about it is I had two other educators who were teaching 5-year-olds. In terms of the difference, how the children interact, there's slight differences, but there are a lot of similarities in relationship to how you actually engage the children. The way they're all, because there are three educators I have that teaching the 5-year-olds, the way they educate, the way they engage the children are very much the same, because we actually realize that these young children, they need far more engaging, they need far more activities for you to do with them in order to hold their attention. And all the educators are doing very much the same thing, either calling out the children's name so that the children know that you are present with them, either doing certain things with them so they know that yes, you're there, holding their attention. You change the way you speak with them in terms of increasing your voice, lowering your voice, using the tone that is appropriate to what you're doing with the children. So it actually clearly demonstrates when we are dealing with 5-year-olds, we have to take a different outlook to teaching them, especially online, because as we know, when we're teaching online, there is a very strong possibility that we are likely to lose their attention, and they're likely to disappear and don't come back. So I'm going to speak to Lyra in terms of whether or not her children disappear and come back, or they just disappear altogether. Because we've actually seen when they want to go to the toilet, they use hand signal and she actually tell them to go. My question is, do they come back?
I have only one student that went to the washroom for the whole sessions that I did online, once only. So she's like, then I said, and then after a few minutes, she came back.
Wow.
I only have one because I usually ask them to go to the toilet before we start the online teaching. So they are all ready.
Right.
So I only have one student only, but she
Wow.
came back.
Okay. So which means when they actually come into your classroom, they're actually ready to focus. And we're talking about
Yes.
5-year-olds.
Yes, they are already focused.
Wow. This is amazing. So which means that when you're actually planning your lesson, you plan small chunks of lessons to engage them.
So first, what I told you, I made a video I made myself video for the lessons.
Right.
Like for example, for maths, so we have the addition. So I make video about how to do the addition, how to do the subtraction. So I do real objects in my table, and I do the videos there and explain to them. Then I showed it to them. After that, I have my own real balls. I carry it in a box, and I show them these 4 balls. If I add 2 more balls, how many balls are there? So can you count with me? Then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you count now by yourself. I will not count. Then you count. I'll just point and do like this. So when then I say, okay, I will turn on your speaker now. I will turn on your mic. I want to hear the answers only once. So when I say 4 plus 3, then you will say 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. They go like this. Very good. Another one. So I'll just say, you have to say only once. And I want it, you say it together. When I say go, then you go and answer. Because, so I want to hear them like 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. So I know that they're answering. When I say, oh, who's telling me 5? Who's 5? Who's telling me 5? Teacher, it's 6. Oh, they do like this. Because I said, if you're too noisy, if you will speak more, then I will turn you off. And they say, okay, okay, okay. So we did it like this. At the first question, it was like, they're talking all together. Like I said, shh, shh, shh. I do like this, like shh, zip, 1, 2, 3, zip, and they're quiet. So at first it was hard, but later on they get used to it. Then it was good.
Right.
So that's the way how I engage them in my class.
It seems like you really have them under control. 5-year-olds, because
Yes.
the fact that you have them going to the toilet before you start your lesson. During the lesson, one of the beautiful thing is, if they want to go, they know that don't disrupt. They actually just put their hand up. So you actually carry what you do in the classroom to online.
Yes. All the rules that I made in the class, I apply it online. So like going to the toilet, I'm telling them. And if they want something, they just have to say. If they want to go to their mom, we'll do like this.
Right.
Okay, because they're going, sometimes they are asking for food.
Okay.
Then their mom will, I can see that their mom giving them milk, biscuit like this. I said, okay, that's better, because they are 5-year-olds. Some of them just woke up and then do the Zoom right away.
Yeah. What tips would you give to anybody that is teaching 5-year-olds online?
So you have to be jolly in the class, and you have to enjoy with them. The only secret that I can give is like making your lessons happy, enjoyable, and making them learn while playing. That's my secret. Because if I have to do like what we used to do in the class for higher levels, they will not enjoy it. It's boring for them. So you have to plan ahead of time what to do in the class, how to make them all engage in your lesson, make them get their interest and motivate them very well before starting your lesson. So usually in the class, in the online class, before I start, I give them like for maths, I give them stories first, but related to the subject matter. Right. So because children love stories, so you have to like think, create, be creative, be like a child, like you want to learn as a child. So I am doing like this and making sure that everyone enjoys the lesson every day while learning.
Right. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's fantastic, because as we know, play is very, very important to learning. And it is quite sad that play is not used throughout the school years. It only seems to be important in the primary years that you're teaching. But what educators are failing to realize that we learn through play. This is it. If you actually play, you're learning at the same time. And that's something I encourage my educators to actually start employing, the play techniques, because it actually enables people to learn, because it's enjoyable, so they're remembering it. Because that's how the brain operates. It's just sad that a lot of educators do not use play in the teaching. They seem to only use it in the primary setting, and then it's just remained there. And when they get to the secondary level, it's forgotten. And I feel that is where it is even needed, even more so, to remind us that we need to be more playful. The more we play, the more we remember things.
Okay. And another one is like, be happy in the class and be sensitive to each individual in your class. Be sensitive in everything that they need. When you see the child coming in the class sad or quiet, there must be something wrong. So you have to ask him right away, are you okay? Are you feeling good? So you have to be very observant for your children. So because every children, they will not say if they are feeling bad at home or they have problems in the home. So some of them just keep quiet and sit there and they are not listening. Like their mind is off in the class. So when you see children like sitting alone in the corner, you have to do something about it. So you have to be sensitive, because if one will be quiet there and someone will bully him, then you will have a disruptive class. So you have to be very, very observant in a little way. Like I have this child, he's a very talkative child. So when he came into class, he was quiet. I said, good morning, and he didn't even respond. So he walked away and then sit on the chair and like quiet. So I said, okay, open your lunchbox and eat. Because I was thinking maybe he's hungry. You can eat now. I want you to eat now before we start the class. And then he was like, ah, like he was crying right away. I said, oh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And then he said to me, I don't like my lunch. That's the reason. Oh, what's your lunch? Let me see. So I have to check. Then I saw that all the things there are veggies. I have lettuce, tomatoes, and he said, I don't like this. We have yellow and green bell peppers. That's his lunch. And he don't like it. I said, oh my God, you have salad. Oh, I love salad. Can I have one? And he said, you can have all. No. I have to have one only. Then I eat it. Oh, it's delicious. Come on, eat it. Later, if you finish it, I will give you something. I'll do like this. Later, I'll give you a biscuit. And he said, okay, promise teacher. Yes, if you finish it. So just like this. So when the child came, you don't know what's wrong with him. Yeah. So we have to be very observant. So in a level of a year, 5-year-olds, you have to be treat them like a baby. Like you're the mom, and this 26 children inside your class are your babies. I treat them like this. Yeah. So I usually give them, before they go home, I usually give them hugs and kisses. Like, how many kisses do you want today? 3 kisses? Okay, everyone, I will give you 3 kisses. Like, I do like this to them. Sometimes I said, I cannot give you also. I have to give it flying kisses, okay? I do like this to them. Even online, I do it. Now I'm giving you the flying kisses now, ready to catch. I will do like this. And then they're so happy. And one parent say, my daughter wants to go to school early because she wants the kisses early in the morning. Kisses from the teacher. I said, oh, thank you. Oh, because they feel, when they feel that the teacher loves them, the teacher care for them, they like to learn. That's what I got for my 14 years of teaching. That's what I learned. Have to give them love and care.
Yeah. Another thing is how, in terms of, you've actually give us the example where, you have to be observant with your students, right? So therefore, you notice that child was very unhappy, so you're able to identify what it was. How are you able to do that online?
online, when I saw one child was, he was very active boy, but on that day on the online class, he was just like lying on the bed, listening to me, because I guess the laptop is on his feet, so I can see he's just lying there. Then I asked him, Nuruddin, his name was Nuruddin. Nuruddin, where are you? I cannot hear you. And then he said, he do like this. Come on, I want to see your face. Come on, get up. And then he said, get up. He said, hi, teacher. I'm so sleepy, teacher. He was like this. But I want to listen to you. Let me just lay down on my bed. And I said, okay, but you have to do the thumbs up sign when you understand it. Show me when you understand it, you will do like this to me every time. And he said, okay, promise. And then when I start giving my lessons, and he was like, okay, until like this. So because he was so sleepy, he wants just to lay down on the bed. It's okay, fine. As long as you're with me, you're listening to me.
Yeah.
So we have to be like, sometimes you have to be like thinking like a child.
Yeah.
Because we cannot make connection with them if we don't put our shoes in their shoes.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah. And it's a matter of also, you see, what the online platform have also taught us as well is to be flexible.
Yes.
It's like being extremely flexible. Things that you would not normally accept in the classroom, you now have to accept it online because
yes,
you're normal and it's quite different.
Yes, it's the new normal.
Yeah.
They are in their homes, so we cannot do anything. They can lay on the bed, on the sofa if they want to. Yeah. So as long as they are listening to us, it's fine. But in the class, it's different. If you're like sleeping there on the table, oh no! I will not allow you to do that.
Yeah.
So in the online, you should be very sorry, what you call this? Flexible, as you said, and you should be like considerate.
Yeah.
And other things, yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Lyra. Is there anything else is there anything else you want to say to us before we actually say goodbye to Facebook?
I hope the COVID will end soon. That's the best thing that I want to say.
You miss your students. You want them to come back to the classroom.
Yes, I miss them so much. Right. And you do, I guess. You do too.
I do, but I'm also loving being at home.
Yes, but it's too much already. We have 3 months already staying in the home.
Right. So when do you go back?
We are already. Vacation is here already. We finished school, so we'll go back on August, the end of August.
Okay. Thank you very much, Facebook, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another